Hey guys, welcome back again. In this video, we are going to talk about one more widget called as nav menu. That is one of the pro widget, and generally this widget we use to create headers like this. Let me show you the page. I have created few designs, sample designs, just for the reference purpose, and these kind of headers for any website we can easily create by using a widget called as nav menu. What it actually does is it displays the navigation menu wherever you wanted to pull it from the WordPress backend. Here, if you hover on this icon over here on the site, you have this option called as menus, right? Here you can create as many as menus in the WordPress backend. From this dashboard you can create as many as menus you want, right? And you already know this. If you haven't watched our earlier videos, I do recommend you to go and watch those videos so that you get a clear understanding of how to create these kind of menus from the backend. Now, once we have the list of different menus, then we need to pull it to the front end, right? We need to display those menus on the front end. Right now, for this particular demo site, I just have one menu, and that is named as main menu. And here, if you see the header, we have three components here. First is logo, and then we have navigation, and then we have this search bar and search button, right? So we have three columns layout. This is a 3-column layout, and inside this, the search bar is a separate widget. This logo section is an image widget, but this particular navigation is coming dynamically, and for that we need a widget called as nav menu. Similarly, we have this design of header. This is a simple design for this header, and then again we have this header. We have two sections, and in the bottom section we have menu, and on the top one we have logo and sidebar, right? Similarly, we have few buttons over there over here, and we can have some logo, right? We can bring some navigation bar like this. And it depends on your creativity how you create the headers, and there are so many designs available online. You can just have a look and refer those to create your own unique styles for the nav menu. But for this video, we'll see what are the options for this nav menu and how to customize that, right? That is our main focus. So let's get started. First, click on edit with Elementor and get into the Elementor editor, and then let's create a new nav menu, right? So here, let me create a section, and in that section what I need to do is go to all widgets and then scroll down and search for nav menu right here, drag it and drop within that section, and then here you decide. On the left side under layouts option we have layouts, and under style we have some customization. We'll see it very soon. Now for main menu, drop down and toggle button, and then for advanced, as usual, it is similar for all the widgets. So we'll be going through the style options and then content widget. In content we have layout, and under layout, first thing that we need to do is we need to select which menu you want to display. Right now in this website I just have one menu that is called as main menu, so it is being displayed here in the form of drop down called as main menu. By default it will select the one which is already present, right? And then see, as you can see, there is a default fonts, and here what we can do is select this one, select this widget, and then under layout you can decide if you want to display it vertically or you want to display horizontally, or you want to display in the form of drop down. This is also an option, right? In certain cases, if you are creating for mobiles, then definitely you will have to use this option. And right now let's make it horizontal, and then alignment, you can decide the alignment. Let's click center, it'll look neat. And then you have options to align it left, right, and center, or you can also use this option called as stretch. It will stretch to the complete width of the screen, right? Let's keep it center and non-stretch, and then you can have this pointer option. You have this pointer option. As soon as you hover your mouse on this particular menus, you have this slight styling options. If you see right now, there is an underline coming over here as soon as I point on certain menu, right? This is what you can customize it. Currently by default we have this underline option, but if I change it to overline, you will see the line gets on the top, right? And similarly we have some other options called a double line, and then we have framed. What does this do? It will create some style like this. And then we have background option. This option is what we prefer generally in most of our websites for our clients. So we can further customize the colors and the fonts and all those things, but this is the pointer style that we use generally. You can try all this and see how based on your design requirements you can work on this, right? And then simply just keep it text. We can simply make it a link kind of thing. This is a small animation that comes, right? And then if you don't want this animation, hover animation, you can simply select none. And then if you want, you can keep grow, shrink. You can keep this shrink, grow, and all those things. Float, screw, skew, right? And then rotate. These are all the fancy animations available right now, but generally we either use grow or shrink in our most of our projects, and you can try these options as well too and try to make it as fancy as possible. And then, or else you can just keep it simple. If you want to just keep it simple, you just select none, right? And let me select background and animation. We have if you select different pointers, for different pointers we have various different options. You will be getting shutter in vertical, right? And you have shutter in horizontal, sweep up, sweep left, and all those animations. Let's keep this one. And then sub menu indicator. This is the sub menu, right? If you see, we have this small inverted triangle, right? And as soon as you see that, you understand that we have some drop downs for this. And this is what we call a sub menu indicator icon. And now you can decide which icon is it, which kind of design you want in that position. Either you want chevron, or you want angle, just a bit thicker, or else you just want plus icon to indicate the sub menu. Let's keep it classic, right? This is fine. And then we have mobile drop down options, because if you click on this responsive mode and go to mobiles, then just scroll down and see our menu has been transformed into drop down, right? By default, because by default it understands that for mobile we don't have to show the complete horizontal header, and for that what we can do is we can show a drop down, and we can display this in the display these menus in this form. It will be much more mobile responsive and user friendly option as well. And here you can under mobile drop down you have this toggle align to the right, and on the left hand side you can have some icon, right, so that it will look perfect for mobile devices as well. These headers we haven't yet made it mobile responsive, so we can work on this and we can make it mobile responsive. If you see now, let me just try right now. If you select this first column and make it 20, or let's say 40, right? And let's select the drop down icon and make it 60, and select the toggle and right align it, and then select this icon for where we have this button and make it let's say 50, and then again the last button, make it 50 as well. right? By using this method, or else you can simply make it 30 and 70 here, right? And if you select some different color in the styles option for drop down or toggle button, right? And if you increase the size, right? So this is how we work on and create mobile responsiveness. But right now we are working on this toggle button, right? So let's select this one and go back to our desktop mode. As soon as you turn on the desktop mode, we have this coming back again, and then we have this alignment. We can decide breakdown option, breakpoints. We can select whether you want to break to mobile responsiveness as soon as the screen width decreases for below 768 pixels, and you want to activate the tablet mode as soon as the screen width decreases below 1025 pixels, and you want to select none. You have these three options. And then we can make it full width if it is required, or else we can simply keep it not full width. This full width is useful for mobile drop down, because if you don't select it, what will happen is on the mobile section, see, there is a slight difference here, right? If you select full width, the complete width of the screen is getting this style options. If you select not a full width, you have this option. How does this make any change? You might wonder, what is the major difference here? The difference is, if you close the drop down here, now if you can add one more column and make it around 30 or let's say 40 pixels, and this column is around 60 pixels, and then put it here, and let's say we have this logo. Copy this, or else let's have some logo here. Select some logo. Let's keep MailChimp. Yeah. Now let's say we are creating a mobile menu, and this is the logo and this is our drop down. Now if you click on this drop down, the menu is being displayed in this way. The menu is looking really awful, right? It doesn't look good at all, and it is a very bad user experience as well. In this case, what we need to do is select this widget and go to mobile drop downs and click on stretch, or else you have this, or we can call this as full width. Now if you click on drop down, now this looks perfect. And this is how you need to work on mobile responsiveness for navigation menu, right? And yeah, this is what it does. This option is all about. And then we have let's go back to our desktop mode, and here desktop mode, we want to again customize it. Just select this section and make it 30 or let's say 20 pixels, and then this one select it and make it 80 pixels. And since we now have a logo, it's better we align it correctly to the right side. Now this will look perfect. And select this icon, and it's slightly on the top right. Let's make it vertical align in the center, and for this image as well, we'll align it in the center. Let's have some background color for this. Slight gray will be fine, I guess. Yeah. Now just click on update and let's see how it looks. Right, Okay, so it is connecting with the footer. So what we can do is add some dummy section and give some height. Right, fine. So now this is the header that we just now created. Now we can start customizing the colors and all those things. Select this nav menu, and then we have seen all the options under layout. Just close this and go to styles, and under styles we have three styling options. First is main menu, and then drop down, and then we have toggle button. Main menu is nothing but the one that you are right now seeing, and toggle drop down is nothing but the sub menus. We can style these sub menus by using this option. And for toggle button we can customize. If you go to mobiles, here we have toggle mode activated right here. This button and all the sub menu and menu items, we can customize it by using the last option called as toggle button, right? So let's first go to desktop mode, select the nav menu, and then we have first option to select the typography. Let's make it Montserrat, and then select some size of 17 pixels is fine, and then we can decrease the font weight. Yes, and then this background green, let's remove that and add some other color. For that, I guess as soon as we hover, you have this tab called hover, right? And here you have this pointer color option. Here we can go and customize this. Let's keep it dark blue. Yeah, this is much better, which aligns with the other header that we have on this page and on this website. And then we have this horizontal padding option. If you want to increase or decrease, you can work on this. And then we have this vertical padding. You can increase the thickness of this padding pointer that we have and make it like this. It doesn't look good, so let's decrease it. Yeah, this is fine. And then we have space between option to increase the space between each, right, each menu item. Then we can have this, or else if you keep 0, then it will be, there will be no space in between these two menu items. So that is what it means. And then we have border radius option, right? You can see the change, right? So we have this border radius option, but right now we will not use this. We'll keep it 0. And then okay, so you have this active tab. As soon as you click on home, the home menu will be active one. As soon as you click on pages, you go to some active pages that are displayed here, that particular menu item will be the active one. So based on that, you can go here and style your text, pointer colors. Again, we have this horizontal padding, vertical padding, space between, and border radius, all those things, right? So now let's close this menu item and go to drop down. And here for drop down, we have text color, background color, typography, this text color, and let's change background to something red or something. It doesn't look good, it's really bad. Okay, let's make it white. Yeah, white is fine. If you see, it is the width of this sub menu is slightly short. Let's make it larger. So how to do that? You need to increase the horizontal padding for that. Let's keep it 41 and see how it looks. Let's make it 60, 65. Yeah, this is fine, I guess. So you need to make sure that you have some optimum if you increase the horizontal padding for every submenu, it will be increased. So you need to decide a medium or average width that you want to, so that you can apply it for all these submenu. So let's say let's keep it 40. So even if it gets applied for all this, it'll look decent, right? And then we have this vertical padding. You can increase this vertical padding if it is required, like this. I think 10 is fine, 10 or 6. I think 15 is fine. Yeah. And then we have divider option. We can have some dotted or border width 2, right? Like this. If you want, you can have these designs for dividers. Generally we don't use it. And then you can increase or decrease the distance between those submenus as well. Now if you close drop down, and then we now have option called as toggle button. For this toggle button, first thing that we can work on is, first you need to see that, right? For that we need to enable the mobile option, and then now you have this button. If you select this widget and go to toggle button, here you can increase the size of this toggle, decrease its size, and then border width if you want to have some border, and if you can add some border radius as well. And then we can select the background color, like this. You can work around these different styles. It's your choice based on the design requirement. You can work on that, right? This is how you create headers, and the main focus for this video was to show you how to create and edit these nav menu, and we'll be talking more about how to create these headers and all those things in our later videos. But for now, you just need to know and understand this widget called as nav menu, and I guess you now have understood every customization option that is available with Elementor by using this widget, right? So if you have any questions, let me know in the discussion forum, and if you're watching this video on YouTube, let me know in the comment section below. So, well, we have completed nav menu as well. So we'll see you in the next video with another video. Till then, take care, and thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.